adventures, and we get to see the world through Pip's lenses, okay? We're going to be utilizing Google Whisk for our AI illustrations. We're also going to be using Google Whisk for our animations. So you'll see me utilizing the beta access that I have with Google Whisk for their animations. And this storybook is actually themed off of Google Whisk's latest challenge. They have a spring challenge where you can make a plushie, and we submitted Pip. So Pip has a springtime plushie, and I am already claiming that I'm going to be one of the winners so I can receive a physical plushie of Pip. That will be so amazing. Pip is already have he literally already has his own channel, growing the following every day. We have published 7 books through Amazon KDP. Shout out to Amazon KDP. I am so grateful and thankful for all of the rapid growth. I created Pip on December 22nd, 2024, and it's already April, and we are 7 live projects in as far as published books, and I have multiple videos on YouTube through that channel, and I'm just grateful and thankful for the ability to create so quickly with AI. So, without further ado, we're going to hop into this live session. I'm going to share my screen, and per usual, if you're new here, how I operate these sessions is these are real projects that I actually publish and put out. So I navigate through the conversation by letting you know what I'm doing. Sometimes I go silent, so we got a little background music today. This track was actually made with Google Labs Music FX platform. So it's looping, so I'm able to have some type of background music now when I go silent as I continuously work live and show you all exactly how I operate when it comes to creating AI illustrations. Now we are going to be using Grok 3. I've already set up some prompts, so we're just going to be looking at all the outputs of the illustrations. And this book is called Pip's Quest. What's the name for this one? So it's Pip's Quest for the Spring Flower, and it goes right in alignment with the images that I've already created to submit his plushie. So I like the fact that I can monetize off of the work, even though it was based off of the competition. I didn't want to let it go because he looks so cute with his scarf. So we're going to get into this design. Okay, so we're right inside of Grok, and how I set up my prompts, I asked, well, the structure is the character prompt, the subject prompt for his backpack, because he carries around his blue backpack. Yesterday, we made full character sheets for not only Pip, but all of his friends. So we had Bramble the Badger, Thistle, the Rabbit, Sheldon, the Turtle, and Nutmeg, the Squirrel. I will be working on how I want to incorporate them moving forward. But right now, I was just very satisfied to not have only created images and full characters and sprite sheets with Google Whisk yesterday. I also created a beautiful intro that is like 8 seconds long, and I'm going to work through it and really see what we can do with it. As far as this Pip overall, they had it where he was literally, I can actually show you, it was really nice. So this is Google Whisk's website. I'm already logged in, but I always click start from scratch to get started. But for right now, I want to show you this clip that I'm describing to you all. So I believe it was this. It was had to be. It wasn't necessarily the last one. So I'm gonna go to videos. So they updated this, and there's gonna be another update per the last meetup I attended. So we have image our section with our images. So whatever you create, that you have an in-house database, and I'm not sure which one of these I submitted, but it's one of these. I think it's this one. But this is the plushie. Look at the plushie. It's so cute. It is so cute. Like, I can't wait to hold it because I know I'm gonna win. But this is what we submitted for his plush, for the plushie comp challenge. But here is some of the videos I made yesterday introducing Pip and his friends. I'm actually gonna show all of them so y'all can see. The animations are really amazing. Now, not all of them were exactly what I expected, but I'm just showing you some of the work that we completed yesterday. But just because it wasn't 100% doesn't mean I won't be using it. Okay. Here's another one. I got a couple of close-ups on Bramble. I still want to play around with this and see if I can get some more iterations, but I'm not sure if I can do that. But this, I think this is the one I was bragging about. Yes, look how he just jumped. So this is the one that I'm really going to be utilizing for his intro, because that run is everything. The backpack disappearing, yeah, 100% love it. Okay, so that was just a few that we made, and this was like the attempts. So we created a full project animation. I'll have to pull it up. Let me pull it up over here to show you all and actually play that for us live. And this was the short film that was made with Google Whisk. And I'm very satisfied with the, and I did the editing live, so you all were able to see that. It's on my profiles, whichever profile you're watching me stream from. So I'm just finding the film post so we can watch it together. All right, I think I found it. Yes, here we go. Let me share this tab with you all. Here it is. All right. This is Pip Goes to the Beach, and we created all of the illustrations, and the editing was done, and the editing and the audio narration was completed with Microsoft Clipchamp.
Written and illustrated by
We gotta start it over.
Pip Goes to the Beach. Written and illustrated by Rosemary Salem.
Pip waddles onto the city beach at dusk. His blue backpack glows, ready to collect treasures today. Look, Pip sees a seashell shining in the sand. It's his first treasure to find. Pip traces the seashell with his paw. It feels smooth and curvy. Pip presses the seashell and pop. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. Nice one, Pip. Pip traces the seashell shape in the air. He likes its gentle curve. Now Pip spots a starfish on the sand. Another treasure to collect. Pip traces the starfish's arms. 5 points, so fun to feel. Pip presses the starfish and whoosh. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. He's so happy. Pip traces the starfish in the air. He loves its pointy arms. There's a pebble glowing over there. Pip waddles to see it. Pip traces the pebble's round edge. It's smooth and round, just right. Pip presses the pebble and zap. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. Great find, Pip. Pip traces the pebble in the air. He feels its roundness, nice and calm. Look, Pip. A piece of seaweed is glowing by the waves. Time to explore. Pip traces the seaweed's wavy strands. They flow gently, so pretty. Pip presses the seaweed and poof, it's a tiny shape in his backpack. Wonderful. Pip traces the seaweed in the air. He loves its wavy flow. Pip sits and looks at his glowing backpack. All his beach treasures are safe inside. Pip traces all his treasures: seashell, starfish, pebble, and seaweed. What a collection! Pip stands with his full backpack, looking at the city. He's ready for more fun.
Excellent. So that was Pip Goes to the Beach. That was a short film that I made utilizing Google with Animate and editing with Microsoft Clipchamp. Super amazing. I'm very, very satisfied with the output and the quality for sure. And I created it with you all live, so you all can go back and look at that live stream. I wanted to really see the full process of how everything came together. So we're going to start on our project for today, which is Pip's quest for the spring flower. So this is again the Google Whisk main web page. This is the home page. You can see here off top, you can make stickers, plushies, pins, and more. It's very much so an amazing platform, and I'm a huge advocate and fan of it. Y'all had to bear with me. My throat has been bothering me all day, so I'm gonna try to get through it because we are on our 30-day sprint, and I believe this is day 13. So y'all have to bear with me and my consistency. So we have the other templates that you can choose from, and you have options for your ratio, landscape, square, and portrait. I am going to keep it at landscape, and we're going to start plugging in our prompts. So we have our character prompt. This is the prompt that's used to build Pip. I'm actually going to upload, since I took the time out to do all of these prompts yesterday, and these character sheets yesterday, I'm going to just use what I want for that one. I think I got one for the backpack too. So you can upload your own image or you can use the prompt. You'll see me doing both. So right now I'm uploading. So I'm displaying that you can upload. I'm uploading 2 versions of Pip. And then I'm gonna upload his backpack. Because his backpack was a bit challenging to remain consistent, and it still is a challenge. And that's just an AI art thing. We are still pressing forward to make sure that we're doing all we can to make his illustrations flow consistently as possible. So we have our art prompt. So we're gonna grab that. And I'm not gonna put anything over here. I'm just gonna start working in the main board. But if I wanted to, I could have utilized adding a scene prompt and a style prompt, but I'm not doing it on this particular project. Oh, these are beautiful. But why is he one of them? This is such a nice picture, but it's like, why is there multiple? Why is there multiple versions of him? But I really, really like this picture. I'm really gonna save this. I'm gonna download it. It just looks so deep. It's like, what is going on? Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. So we have 20 scenes, you all. So if you wanted to know, so how, okay, for the previous published book, like this, Pip goes to the beach. The animation project you just seen, the short film, that book is about to be published. It's already done. I just need to actually literally put it. All I got to do is literally put it on Amazon. I know. I'm gonna do it, y'all. I did publish the coloring book that we created live together, so that's available. So you can go and just type in Pip PIP and Rosemary Salem, and all of his books will pop up on Amazon to support. So Pip Goes to the Beach is going to be the first book that I published that has the 20 scenes. We have previously only had 14 scenes before, because that was like more than enough still to, I wouldn't say it was more than enough. The 20 scenes is more than enough. The 14 scene layout was enough. So if you're looking at following my rubric of how I go about creating the storybooks, the children's books that I create, just know that you need enough scenes to fill out the book in its entirety. So at minimum, you would need 14 illustration scenes to fill out your book. And that's with me doing the layout of the illustration on one page and the story text on another page. You understand? So that's already a pretty, like, because I ordered start, like, I didn't order all of them, but I do have one copy. It's out there. I'm not about to get up from the stream to show y'all, but maybe tomorrow, if I remember, I'll show it to y'all. But I posted a picture and stuff, so it's available for y'all to see the physical copy. But that book is a pretty nice size. Seeing it, I'm like, oh, this is really, really nice as far as the size. But the 20 scenes, I know I'm going to really be satisfied 100% moving forward with that framework. So, and it also works when I want to make the animation versions, so I don't have to feel like I don't have enough scenes to fully put together a full animation project. So this template works not only for the book, just the actual production of the book, it works for the overall animation. So that is why we do 20 scenes. So I had to make that conscious decision and to be a little bit more expansive on the storybook side, just so that it can be an equal playing field for both projects to be done. Now, the beauty of my format that you're literally getting to see live is I cover everything in the prompt. So this is a very potent prompt setup. It comes with the character prompt, the subject prompt, but the subject prompt is special to the special element. So in your Storybook for your characters, you may have special elements that your character needs to have, such as a bag or a scarf or a flower, whatever the special element is. From my experience, I'm learning that it's best to separate that special element if it's something that needs to be reiterated and used throughout every scene or multiple scenes. Okay, so that's why I have that. But technically, their character prompt is a subject prompt when it comes to the setup on Google Whisk, because it will go in the sub. There is no character area. There's just the subject. So that counts as a subject prompt. I just call it the character prompt to organize it a little bit and to be a little bit more clear. Now I have my story text. So already off top, these three, that's covering majority of what's needed. Now next, I even have the narration script. So this is what I'm going to put into the text to speech model of my choice to narrate the book. Now, side note, there is a new text to speech model that is supposed to be one that's emotional and all of that. If I can find the link without getting a little over stimulated, I will bring that into the show tonight so y'all can see it live through the session, and I'll just try to see how the sounds work. And it starts with an H. I don't want to mispronounce it, but if I can find it and pull it up with ease, like it's not no big deal, I will definitely do that tonight. But if not, we'll get as far as we're going to get with the editing process. I don't feel like we're going to get to the editing process just because that is a whole process, but we'll see how far we get through the project tonight together. And it's nighttime. It's almost nighttime where I'm at. I'm Central Standard Time. So next, you have the AI prompt, the art prompt. This is probably the most important part because this is the main piece of everything. These two make up this right here. And then next you have the animation. This is what I started to call the animation motion prompt. I totally came up with that by myself. So that's not like somebody else's strategy. This is a Rosemary Salem original. So the animation motion prompt is basically, it was birthed from me utilizing this particular tool because I was like, well, what I feel that Google Whisk Animate is really good at, and as you can see from the clips that I showed you in the very beginning of this stream, those zoom ins and those special effects are wild. So I said, well, I want to focus on primarily the motion, because what we're doing is we're taking the image from the AI, our prompt output, and we're clicking the animate button and adding our animation motion prompt and just basically animating the image. This is nothing new to those who have experience with AI animation tools. It's the same exact process, but I know that I'm talking to day oneers, beginners, novice, and experts. So I like to explain no matter what I'm doing so that everybody understands fully. So we're still working through everything. I could go ahead and animate this, but I want to go through and create the storyboard. This is what the storyboard area is for me. That's what I call it. And we're going to get all the 20 scenes. Then I go back and I animate each one of them, because most of the time I want to make sure that we're building upon everything before I get to animate anything. And that's just a personal process workflow that works for me and makes me feel a little bit more confident as I go through every step of the process. You don't have to do it this way. You can do whatever works for you. Okay, we are still getting these multiple pips. So I'm not sure if it's because I have two subject prompts. Probably so. So I'm gonna unclick that. And we're working now, so y'all are gonna see me just kind of navigate through my my reactions to the output. So when I don't like something, I quickly delete it. So if you're watching and you start to notice that I'm just before I even announce why, or sometimes I won't even give a reason why because I'm so in the zone. But this is the time where I'm being very diligent in what I'm accepting and deleting as needed so that we get the best outputs for every scene. Right off top, I feel like this is going to look amazing as an animation. We just need to get the same consistency and style because right now. So what I'm going to do, I really want to see when you click on the image, you can click on refine. And when you click right here, this little where you see the pencil and the 3 lines, it shows you what the whisk model has changed your original prompt to. So this is their prompt. The reason why I'm grabbing this is because I really like how this looks. So therefore, if I can recreate it under the style section, that will, in my opinion, help as we move forward with getting the scene consistency and style consistency. Now, I could have simply downloaded this image and just uploaded it, which I will do if it doesn't give me the same thing, but it did. That's very much so the same thing. As y'all can see, the hair is just a little bit different, but it pretty much gave us the same thing. So you could have uploaded like over here, you can upload the image or you can do the prompt. So now let's try it again for scene 2 since we added style. Oh, I didn't even click on style. So let's see. Okay. The reason why I did that was because you can see, well, I can see the clear difference in Pip, and I don't like that this one is a little bit more different than the other one. So now I have selected this style and the setup of the combination. Okay, see now we're getting the same Pip. You see the consistency, but the only thing I don't like is that his backpack is rolled up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm guessing that there's something that is hinting to the backpack being rolled up. I could be wrong because that's not always the case. Sometimes it just genuinely makes his backpack roll. Okay, so as I'm looking at it, this is where it talks about the backpack and highlight. But it says he wears a small blue backpack. All right, so there's nothing saying that his backpack needs to be rolled up or rolled, excuse me. Yeah, rolled up because that's what it's rolled up. I'm just gonna have to keep reiterating until we get the backpack right at this point. So I could be bold and just unclick that Pip and just hone in on the backpack. I can also go and try to add another subject, and this is what I'm just trying because you've been watching me. You know me and this backpack. Didn't had a tussle, but I'm a win. And this is where your, confidence and just your resilience needs to kick in when it comes to using these models because it's not always a cakewalk, but you can still get through it. I've published several projects with inconsistencies in the backpack, but it wasn't so drastic that I couldn't publish, right? So I'm operating with that same mindset here, so don't think I'm going for 100%. But I like to at least get to my 75. I watched the AI4 not AI4, that's a different conference, but it was an AI conference that was talking about the building of AI agents. It was really in depth, and it was talking about how right now overall the accuracy of just AI models period is 90%. So that leaves 10% for error. So this is in beta. I'm not expecting this to be 100%. So for my metric, as long as I can get to 75, I'm okay. Because I know 75 for me is technically a 90 for the average person, because I always push myself and I'm a hard critiquer. So I see this word right here that says rounded. And I'm just a person, I just know that once the prompt goes inside, it kind of takes it and makes it its own. It goes through its own special tokenization process. But I know for, as I just displayed, Google Whisk takes your prompt and it literally makes a whole different prompt. So I wanted to remove rounded because I was trying to avoid this iteration of this backpack being rolled up. Now, after a few more tries, I will try to go inside and just make the backpack flat at some point, but we're just getting started, so I'm gonna be a little bit more patient through the first sets of scenes. So you just watching me work, y'all. Just watching me work. So I'm gonna do it 2 more times if it's not right, and then I'm gonna start going into the refine. So this is one of the two, and this is my last try. If the backpack is still rolled up, I will be going inside and trying to work the refinement. I'm not a huge fan of their refinement, transparently. So this is not why that's kind of why I drag my foot on it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm replacing their prompt with my original prompt to see. I should really probably should have. Oh, I couldn't delete it. I was editing. Okay, this is a little bit better. Um, right here would be my first choice. So I'm just gonna reiterate it again and see what happens. Regenerate, reiterate. Oh, I like this one. We got a winner. Okay, so now we got our first two scenes. They look very nice and they look the same. So let's keep going. Wait. I know I didn't this says big boy, small pudgy, storybook. Child, I think I never got scene two pumped. No, I did not. Or did I? This has never happened, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna have to address this. That's super wild. The prompts, the that's never ever ever happened. As I was reading, I'm like, what is going on? It's the whole. This is the same prompt. The model definitely had a moment. We're gonna give Glock 3 some grace. Okay, that's different. Let's look at this one. All right, we moving forward now. There was a dilemma because the prompts weren't together, but now we got it. This, even though I see that it's rolled up, I'm gonna try again just because I cannot with this roll. My goal is to not have any rolls in the backpack. Technically, that is. Let me just go to scene 3. Because scene 2 is pretty much the same as scene 1. It's just a different angle. So let's just go to scene 3. Okay, now it got darker. Love it. But I need to delete this one. I can keep that one. Let's keep going. It's very cute, but I can't. That backpack. Perfect. I like both of these. I'm gonna keep both of them. I can't decide right now because both of them snap. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm very impressed with both of them. So we're on scene 6 out of 20. So even though I got both of these, this is still scene 5. Both of them are scene 5. Alrighty. That shot is crazy amazing. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, and I decided I'm gonna keep this one. Even though this one is so cute. They're both so cute. It's very hard. I'm gonna download this one to keep it, but I'm gonna delete it for the scene. Sometimes the shots be so cute, it's hard for me to decide. That climbing shot is legendary, though. Sheesh. I love it. So beautiful. Okay, well, I'll keep it going. We're on scene 9 out of 20. These shots are everything. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm very impressed. Almost. Great angle. Great angle. It's just the backpack. Can't do it. Okay, perfect. And of course, this one, sheesh, this looks amazing. All right, next one, we're on scene 10. I already know I'm gonna enjoy the animations of this. I might stay up just to show y'all, but let me not make no promises because once I have to retire for the evening is over with. Gorge, but what is he brushing up the dirt? Okay, got it. Okay, these are very nice. I'm gonna go with this one, so I'm gonna delete that one. All right, scene 12. Perfect. These shots are amazing. All right, I'm deleting both of these because the backpack is rolled up. Okay, finally. We got one with the backpack flat. All right, well, moving on to scene 14. See, if I was using my original method, we would have been done. But because I want to get animation as well, we're doing 20 scenes. For those of y'all who are just joining, welcome. Why does he have a little pouch? I'm trying to make sure it ain't nothing in the prompt that's alluding to him needing that. Whew, bless me. Yeah, the only thing he's supposed to be holding is the flowers, so I don't know where they're coming from. Not the side bag. I'm screaming. No. Almost. Let's see. He just took the whole backpack away. Lord have mercy. You know what? Mm, so I uploaded it to the scene to help it, and it's helping a lot. I just I'm just needing a flat backpack, but it's getting better. So just an FYI, you can always add, change, remove uh, from scene to scene or image to image, depending on what you're working on. That works. I'm looking at their version. I'm gonna add flat here and see with that flat in the backpack. Not really. I'm gonna download this and actually do. Well, no, we good. I'm gonna add it as a subject. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Almost literally. That's cool, but it keep giving multiple backpacks. I don't know why. I think I know why it's doing that. It's too many of the same images. So the model probably getting confused. Because I have these. So I'm going to unmark those and just use the 3 ones of the same type of scene in the read an example. Is that flat or am I tripping? Yes, that's flat. Okay. Woo, next scene. So we're on scene 15, y'all. Let me check the, okay, nobody said anything. Good. We gonna keep gonna delete this one, and we're actually gonna delete this one, and we'll keep that one. I'm gonna move on. Yes, it's a little roll, but it's not as drastic, so I'm just gonna keep rolling since we're literally almost to the end. Again, I aim for 75%. I do not always get it, but I don't settle for less than 60. So the last couple of scenes, the backpack is rolled up. I just kept this because it was cute, but I can delete this one now so we can have a clear view. I'm still going to try to get it flat again. I'm gonna keep this one. Well, let me see. I can probably get it flat. Don't give up that easily, Rose. I'm really not giving up. I'm just so close to the end that I'm like, I am not trying to be stuck on something small. But actually, this image is much more acceptable. Now you wildin'. Yeah, I'll keep it. Well, no, let me see if I can get another one. I'll just hold on to that one until I make my final decision. Oh, look at there. We ended up getting a flat one. Yay. It's really nice. Perfect. All right, we're on scene 18. We're almost there, y'all. This is the I don't want to make no public service announcements. Let me finish. You get to talking. That's when stuff. Listen, you stay in the zone. I'll celebrate. Okay, that's a no go. This one cool, but I'm gonna try one more time. I don't like that. I'm gonna try one more time, then I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep this one, and then we're gonna go to the next one. Are you serious? No, that did not just happen. My whole board just cleared out. Are you serious? We were literally down to the last one. That did not just happen. Oh God. Are you serious? Wow. Wow. Now that was something. What? Okay. Well, what I'm going to do, that was, no Sirski. That's crazy. That just threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna hold you. Wow. All right. Well, we were on scene. We were on scene 9. Let me grab all the images. Focus on first. And put all the subjects and the style back. I think this is what I was using. Yeah. Oh no. That was that was just him and the flower. Well, I guess we can use that. Why not? Because normally the last scene would be a close up for most of all of my pit books. I know that off the top. Always ends with him dramatically posing, doing something. So we'll grab this one, and then we'll put the style as this one. I don't think we need a scene. I'm sure we don't, because between these two subjects and this, we should be good. And we were on 19. Let's get it. So I'm just gonna finish this for the storybook, and then I'm gonna redo all of them so we can get our animations, because the way Google Wisp is set up, you can't go from choosing something currently from your library and animating that way. So if your board clears out, it just clears out. So now I'm just trying to bring it back to to life from the ending that we left off on. So just to bring y'all into what I'm doing right now. But thankfully we were close to the end, so it's easy to just grab these last two and have the book done. Oh, that's funny. I had too many subjects. So let me focus. The model like, you telling me to do too much. But unfortunately, the way the model is built, that happened. So that is one of the downsides. So now y'all seeing that happen. This is cute. I'm going to keep that one. And then we have one more scene. But I'm a little confused of why let me look. It says a vibrant. Oh, so he kind of just like switched up at the end to this vibrant metal. I was about to say, what happened? He just got happy. He's skipping. And yeah, that scene says Pip celebrates and then the victory pose. Perfecto. Listen. So we're going to do copy. And the good part is I have all of the scenes already. So, and I think I deleted every one that I didn't want anymore. So with that being said, I think I have an example for every scene. Okay. I love it. So we have our last two scenes. Because it kind of went to the sunset. I want to change up this one a little bit. It says, I'm going to take this. Click copy. I know I can refine the prompt here. I'm just going to change the background a little bit to kind of match that one. Because that last scene, it looks a little more intertwined with all the other shots. Now that's cool, but the backpack is off. Okay, so I would just have to go grab that whole prompt. Or so I'm redoing scene 19, trying to get some scene consistency. Because it says a bright blue sky. Now I need the sky to be there. Really, I want the sky to look like this one. It says under a clearing sky. Yeah, we're gonna put this. Yeah, we're gonna kind of edit a little bit more on this one so we can have the same sky. The last scene 20 is fine. I'm not mad at it. Okay, and it says blooming. I'm gonna say under a clear sky. A clearing sky above. Oh, not I ran the prompt. That was totally a mistake. I was supposed to just copy it. I put it down there so I can edit it. That's hilarious. Bless me. Mm, it really wants to be. Maybe I didn't catch all of the description of the sky. I said under a clear sky. It says with green and colorful flowers of jumping in a vibrant. Well, that's been the same description. Okay, well, I'll keep these two, honestly. You know what we can do? We can go ahead and start animating these. So this is scene 19. So let me grab the animation prompt for scene 19. That's scene 20, scene 19 is right here. Animation motion prompt. Oh, this is gonna look really nice. I can already tell. And you just click animate. That's how it works. And then you put it says give it some animation. What would you like to see? I'm just going over this for my newcomers and people have never used this tool, don't have beta yet. While that's doing that, I just came up with a dope idea. I'm gonna edit this one. Can you give me a cover prompt with my name as the author that matches the style of the AI art prompt for scene 19 with the cover title. Okay, and our animation is done. Amazing. This looks so nice. That was nice. Look at it. Perfect. Okay, I'm super grateful for that. Now let's animate the final scene right here. I know it's opposite because I went back and changed one of the images. And we have our cover prompt, so we're going to do that next. But scene 20 animation motion. So, side note, I said this earlier. The music is from Google Labs Music FX. So, one of the many uses that you can utilize that tool for is to get royalty free music so that you can play it during your live streams or during your YouTube videos without, risking getting flagged for copyright, trying to use any other music, or going through the hassle of selecting from maybe a sound library that doesn't resonate with the type of sound that you'd like to hear, that you would like to hear or play for your said audience or video. So I wanted to highlight that. Here is the animation. Okay, a little trick, but I'm not mad at it. All right, now we are going to put in this next one. And I came up with this idea because of our mishap of our entire board clearing. That was super wild. I was like, I had to activate my resilience button. All right, we good. Let's see. It just generated. What are you talking about? Okay. Gotta keep going. Sugar. I'm just trying to grab the title real quick, honestly. Oh, and this prompt is wrong. Good. Let me go back to the main screen. Okay, I'm gonna delete this one. Oh, you know what I can do to help me out a little bit? And set this up as a I need to go copy the whole prompt again. Oh, sugar. Okay, almost. But the typo is my fault. Oh, I'm over here thinking I pressed the button. Praise Jehovah, we did it. Okay, Jesus. Now we have to go over here and try this one more time. Almost. Dang it. Y'all gonna get this title right. Let me start deleting a lot of these mess ups because they are horrid. Not I done lost all progress. This oh you lying. We gotta open the board again, y'all. Oh, let me set this up. Actually, I don't even have to do all that. I can just do this right here. Boom. And it should work that way. And then part, sometimes it does that. I don't know why, but sometimes removing it helps. Okay. Let me click paste. Oh, let me make sure my last name is included. Alright. Tips, quotes for the spring flower, written by Rosemary Salem. Okay, I need to make sure everything was spelled correctly. Okay, so let's animate. I'm gonna say, give me an animation motion prompt for the cover prompt. Okay, it's probably not gonna do half of this long prompt, but I'm just gonna just use it for the time's sake. Let me make sure everything is spelled correctly before I do this. Okay, yes. Remember what happened last time? I don't know if y'all was all everybody that's watching was on that last time when that happened with Pip Goes to the Beach front cover. I realized what word was missing. I think it was the, and I literally didn't see. I had animated the image and everything. It was nice. I was raving about it, and I looked at it again. I said, "Lord have mercy, girl, you did not. It's missing the." So always kind of, you got to be a little cautious. You're gonna make mistakes. That's gonna happen. But that was truly an oversight. I just love that the concept for the spring challenge, I was able to actually make a full storybook. The storybook, we literally just have our cover. I'm gonna use the let's watch the animation. Love it. That's perfect. All right. So let me stop sharing so I can close out the show tonight. So because we lost our 18 frames while we were working through the last two frames, unfortunately, the way Whisk is set up, you have to animate with what's currently in your storyboard. So if your storyboard, for whatever reason, the screen refreshes, the application closes, and things of that nature, unfortunately, you have the option to reiterate everything that you've done and basically start over, which I've done before. I've done it on live, so you've all seen me push through. But because we were literally only two scenes away, I just made the executive decision that I'm going to animate the last two, that 18 or 19 and 20, and in replace of that, I've animated the cover, and I can still have an animated display. It would just be that, and I'm okay with that. That happens. That's life. But I just wanted you all to see that happen live in the tutorial and explain what happened, so that you, as you work through your projects, you can make that executive decision, as a director, the producer, and all of that. I have other alternatives to download all of them and put it in other platforms and things of that nature. I don't know if I'm going to make that decision right now here today. I don't know if tomorrow I feel like going through it all over again to get all the animations. I'm not sure. But I am happy that the book, we still literally completed a whole illustration book, and technically less than an hour and 20 minutes is what I clocked when I was done with all of the book features. And then we worked through getting the cover done. So from cover to literally back cover, we completed in less than 90 minutes. That's amazing, right? So the tool is still powerful. You still seen a completion of a full storybook, and you got to see some animation. So I'm super proud and thankful for everyone that tuned in with me tonight. Definitely come back tomorrow. Turn on your post notifications, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I cannot wait to see y'all on tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and y'all have a blessed evening. I will see y'all later. Love y'all with